All right, time for volume 2 of my Houston rap CDs. Just doing these in the backyard. I'm on vacation this week and don't have a lot to do. My job's nothing to brag about, but I have been with the same company for a very long time. And for that reason, despite not even being 40 yet, I have 6 weeks of paid vacation every year. And obviously, you can't do something special every week, so I'm just relaxing. First up, this is Slab, Slow, Loud, and Bangin', Volume 4. So this is a mixtape, and I actually bought this in Fort Lauderdale when I was on vacation many years ago. And this is by a group called ABN. And ABN is a bunch of rappers, but the most well-known are Zero and Trey. And this is a double album of screwed and chopped mixtape material, which is usually, freestyles, some pre-written, some over original beats, some over other people's beats. And the one I always went to was, I forget the song title, but it had 50 Cent 21 Questions. They were rapping over that. So I'm a big fan of Zero, and I like Trey as well, but those two don't work together anymore. And I do not have any physical Zero CDs, but he's got some classics. And The Life of Joseph W. McVeigh, that's my recommendation. That's his best album. And the one after that, Let the Truth Be Told, that's probably a close second. Slim Thug, Boss of All Bosses. On the last video I talked about the preceding Slim Thug album, which I thought was a disappointment, but this one here was a lot better to me. And my favorite songs on here are Welcome to Houston with Chamillionaire, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Pimp C, Bun B, Lil Keke, Zero, and a whole bunch of others. And the single, I Run, that's a good one too. They sample that Flock of Seagulls song. I forget what it's called, but they're a big hit. Phantom of the Rapper by Bushwick Bill. Bushwick Bill is another one of the original members of the Ghetto Boys. This came out on Rap-A-Lot in 1995. And Bushwick Bill has his moments, but this album here is nothing special. I'm just a sucker for 90s Rap-A-Lot stuff, and if I see it for cheap, I'll pick it up. Scarface, The Fix. This album is pretty well known for the fact that it was given a 5 out of 5 mics in the Source magazine back when it wasn't as big as a deal as it used to be, but it was still an accomplishment at that time. And he signed with Def Jam, and it was Def Jam South, and that's when Ludacris was, I think, given A&R responsibilities with Scarface. And this came out. There's a song with Jay-Z. There's a song with Nas. And it's definitely like a serious kind of artistic statement. But I usually like the Houston rap when it's a bit more fun. Still on Scarface, this is a greatest hits album that came out in 2002. And even though Scarface fans are familiar with this material, lots of classics on here. Mr. Scarface, Money and Power, Southside, Mary Jane, Smile with Tupac, I Seen a Man Die, Hand of the Dead Body with Ice Cube. Classic after classic. Got another UGK album here, Dirty Money. I bought this when it came out in 2001, and this was eagerly awaited. There was a long wait between the preceding album, which was Riding Dirty, I think. I think their big album. And I thought this was kind of a disappointment, but there's good songs on here. Let Me See It, Dirty Money, Like a Pimp, Chopping Blades. Again, I like the first song better. Best. Let me see it. UGK, Pimp C, and Bun B, they have so many amazing guest appearances, but I just don't know if they ever really made a classic album, in my opinion. Gonna talk about Lil Flip again. This is You Gotta Feel Me. This is a double album, and I quite like this one. A lot of variety, a lot of good guest appearances. It's got a couple of his biggest hits on here, which were Game Over and Sunshine. They're okay for what they are. I also have a Screwed and Chopped version of that same album. Usually I wouldn't buy both, especially when it's not something that I consider like a 10 out of 10 album. But I saw that pretty cheap somewhere along the way. Chamillionaire, Ultimate Victory. This came out in 2007. I haven't listened to this one in forever. Devin the Dude, Pimp C, Crazy Bone, Lil Wayne, and Slick Rick's on here actually. Paul Wall, Get Money, Stay True. 2007, Swishahouse. I don't know where the album cover went. I gotta have it around here somewhere. Jules Santana, Jermaine Dupri, Snoop. The Usual Suspects from Houston on here. Good album. I thought it was better than The People's Champ. And that's it. See you for number 3.